Okay everybody, this is the complete transformation process for the Transformers Collectors Club subscription service breakdown. Just a reminder, this is only the transformation process and the review is separately uploaded. Also bear with me, I'm going to be as descriptive as possible, but this is quite a tricky mould. So what we're going to start off with, we're going to get rid of the head, and to do that you turn around to the back and you're going to rotate this 180 degrees, and then that will retract the head for you as well. Then what we're going to do is we're going to bring the whole front up like so, fold this all the way up. And then, to be honest, this is where the tricky part is. What we need to do is we need to get this part with them two lines lying flush on top of there. If you turn this the other way around, see you haven't got them lines underneath, you've just got a dot. What we need is to get the lines there. So as I say, this is quite awkward. So fold it in on itself. When it's underneath, then you can rotate this all the way up, because this moves independently to the wheel. So I'm trying to show you at the same time. So the wheel is in. I'm going to bring this up and around and over like so. There we go. So now when I bring it down with the wheel tucked in like this, you can then push this up, line that up in line with there. Once you've done that, it's pretty much home straight with that. Then you need to turn the orientation at the shoulder, turn that in this way. So you've then got the bend of the bicep out of the way like so. That is how you get the wheel flush. If you haven't got that bit on the top, you'll never get the wheel flush. And I suppose I'll give you an example of that, because it's really awkward. So if you went over just to that side and then you rolled it in, it'll go in, but the wheel won't go flush. See what I mean? It's so awkward. So we're going to bring this around again. I need to turn it completely round independently on itself. And again, let's try this without causing too much damage to it. So that's the way that we've come in. So I need to get that on the top, turn it round, and then, as I say, just keep rotating this all the way over. It is ridiculously awkward. Thankfully, we don't have to have any more problems with this particular issue on the molds, but as you can see, I spun it all the way around and we've got it now. So there's the line it up at the top like so. In fact, it's gone straight in. So all we need to do is turn the orientation of that around, turn the door out on the forearm, and then bend the bicep in accordingly. So that's the whole of that. So that's pretty much sorted out the difficult part. Turn our attention to the legs, take the feet, fold them over themselves and tuck them into that gap. Same on this side, turn them around, fold them over themselves, tuck themselves into that gap. Now you can clip this together, the whole back section. Then before you start to fold the legs over, you're going to take this, rotate it underneath itself, because that's what the gap's for. Oh, and then, my bad, I probably should have left that there out of the way. So let's turn it out of the way a bit, turn the rest of the waist down, and then turn that back. So you can see how this is all going to pretty much set up now. The door is out, and we're going to slot this into place and then connect the door up like so. Again, you can see these are just tabs. So if you just miss them, just slot it out, pop it back in. Same with this side, slot it out, pop it back in, and then clip that back bit, bring these round, which we're covering the knees, and check. Now you've got the weapon, which is going to be the exhausts. That will click into place there, and if you wanted to, you can pop the spoiler bit on the top as well. That will click into these back bits just like so. Oh, maybe it's that way around. There we go. Let's take him back to robot then. So start off with taking the accessories straight off. Then it's a case of holding onto this, separating the doors, open them all up like this, and then take the whole back part, fold this around the side. This was of course the rear bumper. This is now going to enable you to fold out the legs. Then you can rotate them around, and then you can separate them. There's some little black tabs there to get the feet out. Push them down, bring it around, face the orientation with the same side the bumper's on. So basically you're turning it around to face the same side as the wheel. Bring this down and over, and that's pretty much your legs. Oh no, we need to turn them that way. Set up, there we go. So that's the ones at the front. Now what we need to do is lift the whole of this part up, and then we need to take these out. And to be honest, it doesn't show this in the instructions, which is really frustrating. If you don't do this right, it won't set up properly. So we can just fold it out like so, bring it over, and then what you've got is you've got the issue that these get stuck there and stick out. And again, this isn't in the instructions. I don't know why, because what you need to do is exactly what we did going back the other way. It's the really awkward part. So you need to fold this, so get it straight. You need to fold this down. So when you bring it over, it's going to be underneath. So we're going to bring this down, the black section. So when we fold it over, this should be underneath here. And do you know what, if anybody else knows a better way of doing this, please post me a link, because I'm trying to be as descriptive as possible, but it just never really, it just seems really quite difficult for a figure that's as old as it is. Right, I think I've pretty much got it. See what I mean? Now it's there behind the wheel, perfectly hidden away, and it comes around the side. That one didn't go underneath, that's why it's still there. So I'm going to fold this one back underneath. I suppose at least with me showing you where it goes wrong quite often, it'll give you the encouragement that it's not just you, and also it'll hopefully be as descriptive as I can possibly get it. Right, keep this behind that tab there. As I rotate it in, I've gone the wrong way again, haven't I? So I'm just going to bring that one around there. That, you can see, is on the side. This is the issue that we're having here. So what I need to do is bring it all the way around like so. So now that's better. Now it's behind it. So there we go, underneath, and bring it around to the side. Change the orientation there. So the fist faces forward. Turn the door around the side as well. Bring that around the side. Change the orientation there. And then, of course, make sure the grill's folded up like so for the middle part, and then turn the roof around for the dramatic head reveal. So it's probably slightly more complicated than it needs to be, but that's because it doesn't have the detail about these, and it really does make a difference for how it's going to display. If they're just sticking out the side, it doesn't look as good. There we go, guys. Take care. Thanks for watching. Like and comment, and don't forget to subscribe.